Okay, welcome to Eric's Fish Bench. You wanted to get info on how I fish for kokanee. I've got four different setups here, and of course, there's a myriad of things you can do. And I think over here I've got some the corn I use. Anyway, I'll grab that in a minute. So, Chelan, first thing I learned how to fish kokanee on was just a simple silver flasher, and then, what is that, 14-inch leader, and then pink hoochie. And these have those snelled hooks on them. I don't know if you can see that well or not, but the snelled hooks, where's the camera? There it is. Yeah. So these snelled hooks are fantastic for kokanee with the soft mouths. I use a barrel swivel because it just gives you more play, and it's also real easy if you want to change up and go to something else. Use the same flasher and just use the barrel swivel, and there you go. So there's my first setup. So this is kokanee Chelan, just a simple silver flasher with a pink hoochie. And corn. We'll talk about corn here in a minute. Smaller presentation, but equally as effective is the double anyway, I can't think of the name of it at the time being, but little red. And then I also put a little red in my hoochie. So there's a little red strands in the skirt and red hooks. This one you see a shorter leader, only about 1'9", something like that. Because you got a smaller flasher, it's whipping around the water. You want to have some motion in your end result too. So that's number two. Number three. These are pretty cool. You'll find these in the fishing section. It's for trout, it's for kokanee, but you can bend these to get more or less, swim in the water. And I like the big eyeball on here. But pink seems to be effective, at least for me, for kokanee. And then also, this has been a killer approach in deep lake with this setup, and of course fishing off the downrigger, but also with this hoochie that you can get that has a little bit of glow in the head. You see how tight those hooks are together. You got one that's in the skirt and then one trailer hook. And I'll put one piece of corn here and two pieces of corn down on the trailer hook. But again, the leader length is not that long. This one's a little bit longer. And what I like to do is start long, and then if that doesn't work, then you shorten up. Easier to get short than it is to get long. Now, there's a whole product line called Kokanee that is very popular, and I use the heck out of it. Big reason is because I get a lot of it, I used to get a lot of it from Graybill, but they've got these cool flashers. These are a heavier flasher, but they've got all these assorted different colors and styles. I do really like this, so watermelon. This is a new one that came out, I think, with last year or 2 years ago. It's a gold flake, pretty cool. Again, I like, sometimes they'll, like in going to Billy Clap Lake, they'll like the green. So I like to take whatever color is in the flasher and then add that as well into the lure. Sometimes yellow is the key. And so this has got a little yellow and pink. This is a Kokanee flasher. And this is a Kokanee hoochie that also has a little spinner blade on it just to add a little extra, come and get me type of thing. But you can see the yellow that's in the hoochie here, and again, just a couple of pieces of corn, and we'll see if I got any corn over here. Oh, also something that Max Lures puts out, I think this is Max, just these little flashers too. These work great for kokanee and for trout as well. So let's go see here if I've got the corn. I think I did. Marion put some tuna fish out here that she found, and oh yeah, there we go. This is the corn that I use. So I know that's backwards on the screen, but shoe peg corn, Green Giant, yo ho ho. So there you go. That is the basics for me for kokanee. I will also use with the corn, I'll use just plain corn, but I'll also use some scents. Of course, Graybill's Northwest Scent and Bait. Let's see what I use for kokanee. They have a kokanee scent. Let's see if I have it here. Krill salmon. Northwest Bait and Scent. Oh, looks like I'm not finding the kokanee right now. But kokanee scent And I will take the corn, open it up, get those little plastic, Tupperware little vials. I'll put the corn in there, and the night before, I'll dump Kokanee smell in one. They also have some pretty cool stuff that will color the corn that you can get. Sometimes pink corn works. They also have dyes. Northwest Bait and Scent went in with Slam and Sam's, and this is another good one. This is a scent as well, but it is pink and will pink up the corn. Sometimes I'll even they have a garlic scent. Garlic scent later in the season can be really effective as well. So lots of different things you can do. But anyway, that's my approach for Kokanee.